Welcome back again. We are continuing the Not Quite Universal Month. We're near the tail end of it. I have a couple more reviews. Yep. So we are at the time of recording this. It is the 24th of March. You might see it tomorrow. You might see it on the 25th. But I'm on the 24th film for this month. So this time I decided to take a look at another Clive Owens film. Since I watched Inside Man, I think a couple episodes ago, I think it was like my 5th review? I don't remember. It might be my 5th review. This time he co-stars along with Julianne Moore and Michael Caine and Alfonso Cuarón's Children of Men. The Children of Men is a really interesting film because this is actually a dystopian future film where it takes place in the year of 2027. And this would be the second movie. He made Inside Man, which also came out that year, and he would go on to star in Children of Men, playing the lead role, obviously. But then, anyways, if you haven't seen Children of Men, it stars, obviously, Clive Owens. He plays Theo. He's one of the few survivors of this dystopian future. This does take place in dystopian London. Most of the film takes place in London and Afghanistan. That's where the film takes place. And basically, the last baby was born. So he comes across Julianne Moore. I guess it's his ex-wife, who turns out to be a terrorist, and this is not spoiling the film. This is in the beginning of the film. She gets killed off. She gets shot right in the neck right here. That's not a spoiler. That doesn't happen in the end of the film. That's like the second half of the film. And it's actually a really cool film. This actually also co-stars the likes of Chiwetel Ejiofor, who was also an Inside Man. And it actually has Charlie Hunnam. He was in a film I've watched, I think last year, and that's Frankie Goes Boom. And I watched that last year. I'm going to go ahead and put that down so I can discuss a little more. So, he then eventually meets up with Michael Caine, who basically, he's sort of like the mentor in this film. So, they meet this woman, turns out she's pregnant. And they had to get her to a safe place. Well, turns out that lots of people are going after them. So it's kind of similar to the Purge films before the Purge became a thing. So the idea in the film is craziness happens. They head to Afghanistan. Craziness happens. There were scenes that made my jaw drop again. And I'm sitting there like, whoa! I'm like, whoa! That kind of thing. I'm like, hello! Kind of similar to whenever I react in Get Out. Similar to that formula of it. So, there's a couple scenes where in the film they'll travel to different places. They'll get to like shelters and just the craziness happens in this film. It's crazy. It's very violent. There's a scene where they give birth. It's as I said before, it's a good movie. I remember being decent back then, but given it now watching in 2021, this movie definitely is related. It's not an easy movie to watch. I had a hard time at certain points in the film, but in whole as a film, it actually really works. Alfonso Cuarón knows how to make movies that take place in the future. He's sort of a futuristic filmmaker, similar to how Ridley Scott's Blade Runner would have made the future. And yeah, there's a scene where they're walking down, the baby starts crying, and the whole way through the film you just see the baby cry. And all the soldiers just stand still while they're going down 3 flights of stairs, and the baby literally just cries, and they just feel emotional because they know this woman has gave birth to a child. Yep. Gave birth to a child. And just the craziness. So, Despite the pregnancy scene, you might not want to watch this. I even had a hard time watching those certain scenes. Like I said before. So I guess it's time for the final verdict. So the final verdict is, should you see Children of Men? I would probably say this is a movie that's not for everyone. Personally, I like this movie. I really think it had some great action, some really good set pieces, great location. Some of the night shots look really good. You see sort of steepy in tone yellow. Not really steepy tone, but you see sort of the lit yellow, and you'll see like lit lights. The lighting's really good in this. This is one of the few films where I can say the lighting is the best part. But like I said again, this is not for everyone. If you can't handle childbirth or you can't handle mass amount of violence, there's a ton of language in this film. There's one nude scene in the film, so be forewarned. One nude scene, which when I first watched it, I didn't know it happened. So, like I said many times, this is not for everyone. But personally, me, I enjoyed it. I'm still recommending it. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the special features here, since there's a possibility of hope, which is Alfonso Cuarón's documentary of how revolutionary themes, which was related to modern day history. This is definitely related to 2021. What would it be like? Also, another thing I forgot to mention, they did get a couple things right that happened this year. They got flat screens. One thing they got right that happened was flat screens. Most TVs they sell these days are flat screens. So that's something they did get right. So you'll be able to see it. Most of this set in London, then they go to Afghanistan, but I think I've already mentioned that. Under Attack, discovery of how filmmakers create the film's dangerous scenes. I didn't watch much of these. Children Men Comment by, I cannot pronounce his name. This is actually based on a book, apparently. I'm trying to see if it is. Said at the end credits. Yeah, that's right. It's based on a book by P.D. James. Also includes deleted scenes. Thanos and Julian, which talks about get the inside story from Clive Owens and Julian Moore. I thought Julian Moore was really good though. Something about Clive Owens. I'm starting to really like him as an actor a lot. But if you want to see his best, check out Duplicity. That one's really good. I will cover Duplicity eventually, just not right now. When I get into Universal Month in April, I am going to cover Duplicity, so I am going to check that movie out again. This includes futuristic designs, which is just basically just concept art and dynamic vision. Like I said, a really, really good movie. Not for everyone, but yeah, if you can get your hands on a copy of this, I hope someday maybe Screen Factory will reissue this, or Shout Select. I feel this could work. I feel this movie could work as a Screen Factory because it's actually done by Strike Entertainment, the people who made the company who funded the Dawn of the Dead remake. So it does have that Dawn of the Dead remake feel, but it's not a zombie film. It's a post-apocalyptic film. Yes, it's the last days of the human race. No child has been born for 18 years. And it even says 2009, 2018, what that was going to be like. And who knows, we're now in 2021. How would it be weird to watch this movie in 2027? That would be really strange. But yeah, I'm just rambling. Like I said, there's no theatrical trailer. There's previews. But like I said again, check the film out if you want to check it out for yourself. I'm sorry, guys, if I did that. I feel like I was going to yawn. I'm recording this pretty late at night, so if I almost yawn, I do apologize. I feel like I'm going to do it again. Well, I'm going to stop rambling before I start yawning more. But like I said, I didn't yawn because the movie is boring. I think this movie is very good, but I've already rambled. I've already said it's not for everyone, so keep that in mind if you do want to check this out. It's not a movie for teenagers, I will say this. There is some profanity in the film, So be forewarned of that. There's some childbirth, be forewarned. There's a nude scene, be forewarned if you do decide to check it out. But like I said, the movie came out in 2006, so keep in mind on that. So that's my review of Children Men. If I ramble and I've said just go see the movie, not for everyone, and I stand by that. So talk to you guys later. I have another one I'm going to get to very soon. But I have another review coming up for you. So for those that watch, hit the bell, subscribe, hit the like button. Tell me if you like this film. I want to see some comments about some films. So check it out for yourself. You might find it interesting. Talk to you guys later. Take care.